Hello guys, and welcome back to a favorite on this channel, because this season of South Park has quietly turned into one of the most unhinged political masterclasses they've ever made. And I truly mean that in the best possible way, because every single episode has been packed with these silly references, real world scandals, and jokes so specific that feelings got hurt. And thanks to you guys in the comment, I realized that I still missed a very few absolutely hilarious references sprinkled through my last few breakdowns of all the episodes. So of course I went back, rewatched them all again, and gathered the very best moments and subtle jabs of the most recent episodes, and I can guarantee you these are wild. So let's get into it. First up, Trump made headlines when he decided to make political demolitions. And no, I'm not talking about the current civil war in the Republican body. No, it's because of the remodeling of the White House. Trump is known for many things, and being a gentleman is not always at the top of the list. So when I realized that he demolished the east wing of the White House, which used to contain the office of the First Lady, to build a larger ballroom, well, South Park hit it out of the park with the Halloween special. Because here we see Trump being haunted by his wife.
It's here right now, in the corner.
I'm pretty sure that's your wife, sir.
My wife?
And since the gentleman took away her office, she is seen like a lost soul with no place to rest, following around. And to me, this was just one of the best visualizations of their relationship. She's just always there by his side, covered by her hat, quietly following around the world, waiting to be acknowledged, exactly like a haunting ghost. So Satan thought the remodeling of the White House was for him.
I thought we were knocking the east wing down to make room for the nursery.
The what?
And the baby. And he might actually not be completely wrong about that, but more in a metaphorically way. Because what's being built instead is a place for the president to party, like in the good old days. And it sure seems like something demonic took place. And since Trump is big on rewarding important people in his life, as a memory to his dear friend, who, let's just say, had a difficult time in jail, I recommend calling it the Jeffrey Memoir. A throwback to the good old days, and to keep the billionaire donors comfortable in a more familiar environment. It seems like a win-win to me. Next up, what says America more than elected officials exploiting legal loopholes to earn millions of dollars? Well, I had a hard time finding something else. Well, if you're looking for someone who can turn illegal gray area into a profitable business model, there's one family in America that consistently delivers.
Hello? Yes, is this the office of the president?
When it comes to gambling, the president's son, Don Jr., said, "Hold my beer, because I got this one." In the Halloween episode, we see Kyle's cousin traveling to the White House to meet this horrifying version of Don Jr. It just gets me every time. It's perfect. And he is there to approve of their crypto scam. Because in real life, he has become this serial advisor of, let's just say, sketchy businesses. Like the Shark Tank of legal shenanigans. You pitch him your scam, and if it has potential, he'll show you exactly which law wasn't written carefully enough to stop you. So, of course, his response comes to nobody's surprise.
That sounds really great. There's nothing I like better than a big crypto dump.
So the real world context here is that Trump launched his own meme coin shortly after taking office, which was a very profitable move for the Trump family. But as any investment, you only earn money if someone else is losing it. There's nothing magical about this. And when it comes to Don Jr. specifically, it gets even more suspicious, because Don Jr. and the venture capital 7089 Capital invested in a company called Polymarket, which in short, it's a betting company, but it's exploiting a law which allows them to make gambling possible for people under the age of 21. Funny enough, if you go to the firm's Wikipedia, it proudly says that it only invests in conservative companies. Like, when did it become a conservative value to make your money letting 18-year-olds gamble, exploiting legal loopholes in systems made to protect those children? But wait, you might think, isn't gambling illegal under the age of 21? Yes, of course, don't be silly. But this is called binary prediction. It's not gambling, Betting on who wins the election? It's a prediction. Betting on whether Zelensky wears a tie or not at the White House? It's a prediction. But betting your colleagues' fund on whether it's gonna end on red or black at the casino? Oh, no, sir. No, sir. This is gambling. This is very irresponsible. It's dangerous for kids, and you need to be 21 to do so. Totally different things. Just like tequila and vodka are completely different liquids when you wake up tied up in the back of the truck with the same kind of regrets. And here's the sketchy part. Check out this timeline. In 2022, Towelie market, they got banned from the US market. And in early 2025, they're evaluated around $1 billion. In August of 2025, Don Jr. invests and joins Towelie market as a strategic advisor. Shortly after, in September 2025, Towelie market suddenly clears its path back to the US market, and in October 2025, they are evaluated at around $8 to $12 billion. That's some return on investment. I guess he surely is the prediction master, not a gambling master, because either he's very, very lucky or he's just very good at pushing the scales, shaking the right hands. I'll let you decide on that one. Now to my favorite storyline and clip of the season, which also got me in a bit of trouble the last time I posted, so I have to be a bit more careful. Let's just say YouTube wasn't a fan of it, but it's part of the dark storyline with Towelie. First, he was dragged into an AI startup company. Then he was offered to Trump as a gift, because we all know buying toys to a kid is the best way to gain their friendships. And Towelie is now dealing with the most dire fate imaginable, as Trump enters the newly decorated Lincoln's bathroom covered in white marble and gold, which he was so proud of us, posting pictures everywhere on the internet. And the scene is exactly like the pictures posted, even down to the bathroom. After a prestigious golden shower, yes, I'm still a man-child who found that incredibly funny. Matt and Trey, thank you guys for that one. To then see the president waterboarding Towelie with his golden nuggets was just a direct hit in the gut, because Towelie as a character started off as a joke, but over the seasons became a very likable guy with lots of problems, but deep down he has a very good heart, kind of representation of the common man, just working out his problems every single day, trying his best. So watching him getting used to wipe the president's butt is a very visual representation of how most politicians just wreck the everyday Americans. And there's nothing they can do about it. They're just trapped there, paying taxes, doing the job to a system that would basically wipe themselves with you if they could. And they made a very good job of animating into a funny scene, but god damn, it's really dark when you stop to think about it. And I truly hope that the end of the season will just turn out in a good way for this towel, because god damn, what a fate.
Both. If you have to have sex with yourself again, I can bring you a cum rag.
Speaking of dark topics that might get you in trouble, well, in case you didn't know,
knows about the Antichrist.
I'm Peter Thiel, and I know about the Antichrist.
Let's learn about the Antichrist today.
Peter Thiel is the AI guru and an expert on the Antichrist, and allegedly, he's very interested in how blood of younger individuals could enhance quality of life, maybe even live forever. And when I looked up top 5 hobbies to get into this winter, well, that wasn't one of them. I guess Peter is just a very special individual. And in the South Park episode, he stole Cartman from his mom and is now attempting to bring him to Washington to very powerful people. And when he gets caught, this is one of the most disturbing references of the season. Because first of all, people kidnapping a child to bring to powerful people in Washington, that definitely sounds like a crazy conspiracy that you would definitely require to have a tinfoil hat to even believe. And when in the following episode then shows him getting caught by the police, and his first reaction is not to cry his innocence, but that the police are making a mistake because Peter got powerful friends.
You're making a big mistake. I have powerful connections.
Like, that makes him above the law? Is that actually how they live their life? How they believe reality to be? I would assume so, because if you were to believe all of the crazy conspiracies and the fake news,
This is a Fox News fake news alert.
I'm sure would you find this to be a reference to a story that happened earlier this year, where a foreign governmental figure who got caught in the United States trying to befriend minors and got caught by the police. Well, this final scene then suddenly makes a lot of sense.
The detective in Colorado is very stubborn, boss. How can he not hand him over? I'm the president!
When you realize that in real life, the police let him go back to his country of origin with no punishment at all, because, you know, he had some powerful friends. And with that said, if you made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for watching. You definitely deserve a kiss. Let me know in the comments down below if you liked the video and what was your favorite parts. And if there's still something you would like me to cover of the season, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.